The fact that we are talking about the word ultimately all the time, right? But the point is, if you talk about this word ultimately or life and death, your mothers gave you the birth. That's fine. But when you are discussing this subject matter, you have to talk about the soul, because as Sarah also said that soul is outside of the world. No, actually, I am standing here with the bones and the skeleton along with my soul, right? Otherwise, I wouldn't have talked to you. So the point is, we cannot relinquish soul from our lives. So when you are talking about the soul, say for example, this we have different light bulbs right now in this particular room, and the AC and the fans we have, right? So you can take these things as different souls, but ultimately one thing connects all of us. That's the electricity. It's not different. It is the same. It is the same in Congo. It is the same in the United States of America. It is same everywhere. So it connects. So ultimately, in the spiritual level, or in the on the spiritual mode, we all are interconnected. That's what the Buddhism says as well, right? Interdependence. We all are depending on each other. Nothing happens independently. Everything happens for a reason, right? As Anushka says also that no man is an island. We are not islands. Right. Say, for example, they're talking about a piece of bread or a loaf of bread, right? We only see a loaf of bread, but behind that, let's talk about the backstory behind that. The farmers who grew the wheat, the sunlight, the rain, the baker, or the shopkeeper who really worked hard to give us the loaf of the bread. What about the story? You are talking about that we are alone, right? But we are not. The food you're eating, the education you're getting, the teachers you are seeing, the doctors you are seeing, everyone is interconnected. Doesn't matter, right? If you get a cut, right now you get a cut, or maybe you're someone is suffering, Mr. X is suffering from cancer. He is suffering from cancer. Let's talk about that. He's suffering today. We come to know that the person is suffering from cancer, 100%. Let's mark it, 100%. Now the family comes to know, the relatives come to know, the friends come to know, right? That my friend is suffering from cancer. He is chromatic right now, right? Now what happens? That they would be hankering after different doctors. They would be arranging Mazuma. They would be going to different hospitals, and they would be trying to satiate the pain of that person, and that would go down. That 100% would go down. It would come up to 80% or 70% or 60% down the line, right? So it gets down all the time. It goes down. It goes down every time. So we are talking about that a person is experiencing the pain. The person is experiencing the deadly, the tremendous pain, the deadly pain of cancer. But ultimately, the people who are working, the doctors who are treating him, the relatives who are praying to the Almighty God, what about those people who are helping that person to get rid of that comatose disease, that terminal disease? Who are trying to help that person? We are trying.
Mr. Hajar, are you talking about this world? Because I haven't seen any
How many words you have seen?
Yes, because I haven't seen any kind of experiences like this. Because what the hospitals do?
No, right? I
What
think you know.
what
You
the
have educated
hospitals
yourself about
generally do?
cancer, right?
Yes, but what the hospitals generally do? How much money they charge? So if they are not doing for free, right? Now you are saying if they are all related to us, then they should do it free for the humankind, right? But they are not doing it. They just try to earn the money. So why? What is? I mean,
Yes, I don't know.
why? What is your
Just
point?
say for example, Mr. X is suffering from cancer. You give me 50 lakhs or 20 lakhs or maybe 50,000, right? I would try to treat that person. I am from commerce background. I would be trying to treat that person. Would it be fine with you?
For how many people will you do, Manish?
No.
First of all,
would that be fine with you?
No. First of all, no. Let's
Come on,
talk about
sense.
the
They have their
practical
family
things,
too.
right?
They have their
Whatever you are
family too.
saying,
Talk sense, man.
Manik,
Sometimes
whatever you
you
are
should
saying
talk
is
sense.
it's theoretically
They have
very
their
good.
family.
But how many people
to
have you
give
seen on
education
practical
to their
things?
children? They have their kids, man. They have to feed their family, isn't it or not? Man cannot
So
live
you
without bread and butter. We
so
cannot
you
live
are
without
saying
bread
they are
and butter.
doing for yourself,
Talk
themselves.
sense. Talk sense.
So you are saying they are doing it for themselves. You have just admitted that point.
They are not only doing
They are not doing for the whole society. They are doing for themselves, for feeding their kids. Yes, so that is for only for themselves, right?
No. Wait. The point is, you may take it like this, right? They are feeding themselves and they are doing it for themselves, right? You can take it like this way, right? But I can see the different picture of this particular picture, right? The picture is They have been trying. They have been working really hard to treat that person who has been suffering from cancer. They are staying away from their families. They are staying away from their relatives, friends. They are not taking any holiday. They are not on vacation. They are treating that person 24 into 7. We are seeing that picture. Just don't talk about money. If money matters, then nobody would die in this world. Nobody would die. So money is not that important factor, but they have their families. You know very well. Even in the Holy Bible, we come to know from the Holy Bible that man cannot live without bread and butter. Without bread, right? So butter has been added. Right, too. So butter we need as well right now in this world. Otherwise, that would be very much dry. Right. Wait. So the point is this, that we have to talk about that we all are connected. So for example, there is a great line from the Hinduism that Vasudeva Kutumbakam, right? The world is one family. We know that the world is one family. If the world is one family, then obviously we all are connected. Say for example, right now what is going on in Assam, everybody knows that, right? People are dying, right? They are inundating themselves, right? Very, very, it's a very drastic situation which is going on, people are facing, but they are getting help from different countries. People are helping, people are going borderless, right? So we are not thinking of whether it is India or not. People are helping. Even talk about the recent movement that was going on in New Delhi, right, by the CJP. People were funding them from different races, from different castes, from different religion. People are funding them. People are helping them to at least have a great movement that can you can have definitely the empathy. You be empathetic to those people if they are dying. So you cannot say that I don't care. You cannot be so much callous. Come on, give me a break.
Yeah, right. The point is, they did not get the subject matter.
Oh, really?
The first word of
Please
the
help us.
Yeah, I am here to help you. The first letter of the first word of the subject matter says ultimately. He is talking about that I cannot see a person die. I cannot I cannot help. I cannot see poor people dying. Like they are not having food and all. The point is, if doctors don't treat people, what will they do? Drive buses? Really? That's their profession. Man, talk sense. He is talking about that if a person is dying in front of my eyes, I will help him. We all will. The point is, what about the do or die situation? If you and your friend is dying in the same situation, will you survive? Will you sacrifice yourself to save your friend? That question, there the answer comes no. People even can get cannibalistic to save themselves, to feed themselves, because hunger of food is that important. People will just eat other people. Yeah, that's the point. That's the point, sir. That is all. Self-preservation comes with self.
I think right now we do not belong to the Stone Age.
Do
we belong to the Stone Age? No, right. So you are talking about the Stone Age.
If needed.
Not needed even. Not needed even.
Okay. Let me.
We are not dying for food and clothes.
We are not in the. I'm not giving an example from the Stone Age. It has happened when a plane crash happened and they were in a bare island. They had nothing to eat. People ate people. They ate flesh of people because they got cannibalistic, because they had the hunger. If you are right now countering my point, please go and study first. I'm not giving an example from the Stone Age. First point. Second point is, I'm a human being. When did I talk about the fact that we cannot help, we cannot support people? Obviously we'll do. This is why we are human beings. The point is, if it's about me, if I have to save myself and my friend, who will I save? Me, not my friend. That's the point. That I will choose myself no matter what. I will choose me no matter what. That's the point. That I am alone.
Why did the freedom strugglers lay their lives at the altar of the country?
Because of themselves. Because they wanted to be free. Yeah, they wanted to, sir, the point is, when we talk about freedom fighters, we cannot see them as individual. We have to see our motherland, India. Indian people, India fought for this motherland. They fought for themselves, not for others. We cannot tell that they sacrifice their lives for others. No, they sacrifice their lives for themselves. And yeah, that obviously benefited us. That obviously helped us. I agree. But the point is, if
No, by dying, they helped us.
yeah, that's the point.
They died.
Yeah, they died.
So they are the self-preservation, that particular dictum did not work.
Sir, they see, the point is they wanted freedom. They did that for themselves. And if in order to, like, if I want to do something for myself, if that helps others, why will I have any problem?
You mean they did this for their own satisfaction?
Yeah, for their freedom. For their freedom. Take the whole India as one individual. They fought for themselves. That's the point. The point is, if I'm in an ideal situation, I don't have any problems. I will obviously go and save people who are in need. But if I need something, I will not go and save others. I will save myself no matter what.
Okay, during the Operation Sindhu, we couldn't see this kind of story. We saw our soldiers who really fought. They are not in the toilets of the whites, of the washroom of the whites. If they didn't kill, if they didn't die, if they didn't set the example, we would have to clean the toilets of those English people, of those Americans, of those Australians. What are you saying? I must be ashamed of myself that we have to tell, to support my debate that no, they died for themselves. No, not actually. Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose didn't die for himself. Bhagat Singh didn't die for himself. They died for the country, for the mother nation. They fight for us, for my grandfather, for my grandmother, for yours, for Muslims, for Hindus, for Christians, for everyone. How could you say that they died for themselves?
Okay, so
Can we,
no, the point
no,
is,
that is fine. That is fine.
No,
but
the point
I
is,
cared.
okay.
I cared for the safety and security of my motherland.
the point is, when they killed themselves, did it not benefit them? Did it not benefit their family? Did they do it only for us? In spite of having,
It is not
the
having
help.
just popcorns and watching a movie. She's talking about
are
the
you
situation
kidding me?
when you
Are you
can have
kidding me, man?
popcorns
What
and you
the-
watch a movie. Come on, they didn't
When
enjoy the pain.
Okay.
They didn't have the water. They had to have the milk instead of water. It's not about the watching a movie with popcorns.
When the whites tortured us, are we the only people that got tortured? The freedom fighters, they and their families also got tortured. They did it for their family too, not only for us. They did it for their family too. That's their own benefit.
Okay, that was not an ideal situation. Right now, India is a free country. It's an independent country right now, right?
Will I not be happy? What? Will I not be happy? Yeah, physical pain might be there. No emotional pain, no mental pain will be there. I will be happy that I am sacrificing myself for this nation, for my
Absolutely
world.
correct. She's absolutely bang on.
Exactly.
I see. I
will be
with her.
happy.
That is
And
why
when
I'm
you
saying to
told
you that
nobody
we are
can
not
die
allowed.
happily,
They
that
died
is
for us,
completely wrong.
and they have been dying for us.
Yeah,
So if
they
someone is
also
dying
did
for
that
us, we
for
have to
themselves.
worship those people,
They did
and
that
we are not
also
allowed
for
in this world.
themselves, not only for us.
We are not allowed in this world. That's why right now we have the United Nations, right, to talk about, to take care of our country, to take care every